We are back. Sorry about the issues. Should be no more issues the rest of the night. I don't know. Stream likes to crash once a night. But we are back. Hopefully no more issues the rest of the way. There was no more digital. I guess there was a goal for Pitt and Bowling Green during the break.
Yeah, we saw right as you disconnected, Pitt put away their third. Hadarubi had a nice reset, and then Bowling Green did counter. Okay, yeah, so that was their third. And as you get back, Krigas will put the second one away, so a good time to rejoin as Bowling Green are back within one.
1:03 to go. Krigas going to deliver the first for Bowling Green. Now they're back within one. 63 seconds left.
Yeah, still plenty of time for BGSU to put on one more. Right now, Pitt really just looking to protect that 3-goal lead that they had, now obviously down to 1. Ruby will get this one out. Krigas, swift turn, trying to keep the pressure up. Duke, tough read to make, will get it out through the midfield once again. 45 seconds left to go, and right now the Panthers, they're stressed for time. They're just looking to hold on, but Bowling Green, they've come storming back well.
That they have. 38 seconds left to go here in game one. Pitt just trying to hold on to a win here, Jonas. And with 30 seconds left, a 1-goal lead, as we know as it is, it's not safe at all.
100%. As we've seen Bowling Green, in the later half of this game, really locking in. Double reset attempt for Duke, shut down by Cade. Hadarubi 50'd well by Krigas. Messi, immediate turn. Grimmy can't find a touch. Hadarubi will just tap it in, and that looks like it'll be a game securing goal right there.
12 seconds left. A 2-goal lead now in hand. 2-goal lead should be fairly safe, I'd imagine.
I would imagine as well. I would imagine a safer kickoff here for the Panthers, and then just kind of holding it from there on out. As it will be a win for Hadarubi. Duke will take it through the corner, and that will mark the end of game number 1. So Pitt got their offense started early, saw a nice late surge from Bowling Green, but not quite enough.
Not quite enough to get the job done in game 1, but Pitt comes out 4-2 the final as the Panthers strike early on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I'm expecting that offense to really keep up shot. You can see Messi, 100% goal participation. I mean, look at that stat line for Messi. That's huge. 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves, and ultimately you can see Pitt staying very efficient on the offensive end, going 4 for 5 as a team.
On to game 2, Jonas being again, hopefully no more issues rest tonight. Sorry about that. But Pitt coming into this heavy favorites, I would imagine nothing more of a probably. Again, I think I had this in 6 for Pitt, but again, Bowling Green could upset. We'll have to wait and see how the night goes.
Yeah, no, I had this one in 7. I think this is going to be a really close matchup. Pitt are my favorites to win it, but I know Bowling Green is capable. We've seen them compete at a very high level. We've seen them win some big matches, and we also just have seen them, struggle a bit. That loss to Central Michigan in the conference tournament round 1, that's a really tough loss for them, and as very well as reflected in their seeding. If they won that one, they probably would have been bumped up, 1, maybe 2. But that being said, we'll see what they can do in the tournament. Obviously, still just searching for that first national championship tournament win.
Absolutely. 30 seconds, though, already through game 2, and Pittsburgh, again, can double their lead in this series to 2. Bowling Green, though, you need to get a win here either now or in game 3 to get yourself on the board and give yourself a chance to fight.
Yeah, obviously that back and forth pattern is always love when keeping it close. You don't want to go down 2, then have to rally back 2, and that makes it tougher. And now Grimmy may have just been disconnected. Do we see the glitch here?
Potentially. I think he got game crashed.
Oh boy. And as soon as he hops back in, Messi turns in 1.
Just reset.
Yeah, that's just really unfortunate timing for Bowling Green. As soon as we see the DC Pitt obviously jump on it well, but yeah, we'll just do a quick reset of game 2. Obviously, you can't really control that at this point, and it really is tough to see that happen. But then again, we'll just get right back into it.
Yep, I forgot I'm not in the lobby at your party anymore, so I gotta invite you back.
No, I know the info.
We're waiting for the players to join. Game 2 is getting a restart after the game crash, but it looks like we should be good to go again soon.
Yeah, we did see Grimmy hop back in very quickly. So should be all right getting back into it. Hopefully we don't see more of that. It's again one of those things that's just out of our control. It's that how long has that glitch been a thing? It feels like years.
At least years, but it's been happening a lot recently.
Yeah, it really has. And I mean, hopefully that doesn't affect games in the long term. Obviously, this was kind of the best case scenario for it to happen, as it did happen early on in the game. Inside the first minute, it was still nothing. So we were able to get a clean reset. But unfortunately, if that happens later in the game, there's not much you can do.
Right. Well, it happened yesterday, I think once or twice. Hopefully it doesn't happen the rest of the night, but we'll see. Again, if it does happen, hopefully it's early in the game and doesn't quite affect the outcome.
Yeah, we can only hope for that. But game 2 back underway here between Pitt and Bowling Green. We will see if Pitt are going to be able to keep up that offensive momentum that they were able to build, or if Bowling Green will take that little moment to get right back into it. Krigus, high touch, Duke will turn. Grimmy looking for the outspeed. It will be a nice even 50 towards the corner. Again, winner of this one will go on to take the 3 seed in the East of Northeastern. That should be another good matchup.
Absolutely. We're going to see who Northeastern will compete against in round 2 with the winner here. Again, we think it's going to be Pittsburgh, but Bowling Green is more than capable of an upset here, Jonas, and they've shown that time and time again throughout the course of the season. They can, take games off some of the best teams in the country. They got games off Accurate last season. I think they also got a game off them this season as well. So, anything can happen.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what team the Huskies would rather pull. I know Prosk is in chat. We'll see if we can get his answer on that, because obviously Pitt is threatening. They're the ACC champions, but Bowling Green, again, they have competed again with some of the best, literally having to go against the reigning champs here in CCS time and time again. And that makes a team better. It really does. We talked last night about how if a lower seeded team is getting blown out, we hope they use it to their advantage, as Krigus double will be shut down. And Bowling Green, one of those teams to learn.
Yeah, that shot just off the post and no good. Ruby almost able to find goal number 1 for game 2, but the defense in the post will hold that one off for now, Jonas, and game 2 continues on 0-0. Did I lose you? Think we lost Jonas, chat.
Hello?
Wait, hello? I think we lost you.
Oh, okay. I love technology. Yeah, either way, Pitt on the board first. Once again, Bowling Green, their defense just a little bit collapsed a little bit there, and Pitt did a great job taking advantage.
Ross says he doesn't care who they play, so it's 2 minutes
Well, there you go.
into game 2. It looks like the Northeasterns are more than happy to play Pitt, or more than happy to play Bowling Green in round 2 as Krigus finds the first.
Yeah, nice put away there. I mean, just got it up high. Great challenge. Then you can see the miss from Ruby. Once he missed that, he just left Missy flat-footed in net, and Messi just nothing you can do in that situation.
Nothing you can do. 3 minutes to go. 1-1 as Pitt and Bowling Green all even up again in game 2.
Krigus looking to open up another quick reset. Flicks it over 1. Ruby is there to defend Grimmy. Back down middle, Messi trying to get out to the corner, trying to break free. Duke needs a backboard read. He misreads it, but no one went early for Bowling Green. We're still seeing them give Pitt a lot of respect here in game 2.
Halftime in game 2 here, 1-1 still. We had the 1 goal scored before the reset, but that was because of Krieg was AFK in the goal and didn't try to save the shot from Messi that went on through. But the second half, it's got to be a big turn here for Bowling Green.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I've obviously seen that they can compete. They can put on some good shots, and they just got to really keep that pressure up and keep their defense locked in, as I say that beautiful save from Cade to limit this one from getting away. Messi eyeing a double. First touch too heavy, but it forces 2 to go. Ruby looking to put it away. Krieg somehow finds a touch. Grimmy will clear it away, and Bowling Green keep it a tie game.
Messi trying to clear the space here for Pitt. Will get across the orange side. A good ground pinch there. Quick numbers here for Pittsburgh, with Grimmy will make the clear back to midfield as Bowling Green trying to enter the Pitt territory.
It will fire it over into the corner. Messi should be able to deal. Cade is bumped into the touch. Ruby just tried to throw him off and ended up putting him in the perfect spot. Duke over Grimmy. Shot on target. Could be dangerous. That it is. Duke makes it a Pitt lead.
1:31 to go as Pittsburgh And a lead one again here, 91 seconds. And the Panthers retake the lead over Bowling Green.
Yeah, and again, this is just going to force BGSU to work more and more. And we've seen Krieges kind of been that main offensive output. You know, Bowling Green only have 4 shots as of right now in this game. All 4 have come from Krieges.
He's got, I think, both Bowling Green goals as well. He was the one that scored the 2 goals in game 1. So he's got all 3 Falcon goals so far in this tournament appearance.
We'll see if that does continue. Nope, not for much longer, as Cade wants a piece of the action. He'll tie it up for Bowling Green.
Cade's got his first goal of the tournament this season. 109 to go, and Cade puts the Falcons back at equilibrium.
Yeah, Duke just not a lot of boost in front of the net. Tried to reach it, but couldn't quite find that little slight touch to at least throw off that shot. And Cade did a great job being there to take advantage. Ruby might have a look here. Krieges gets a nice read of it, clears it out over Duke as well. Messi left by his lonesome. Grimmy towards the corner. Messi being very aware of that bump now. Must be flicked towards the corner. Cade should be able to boom it away. That he does. Bowling Green, they have a chance for a lead here.
That they do. 45 seconds. A goal puts you in front with not much time left to go as Duke fires. Will be saved away by Krieg as Pitt though still in Bowling Green territory, and a bad touch there sets up the Pitt offense again.
Going middle, Ruby shot blocked early by Cade. He's really come alive late here in game number 2. Krieges trying to work his way out, serves it up to Grimmy, who booms it back down into that corner. Cade up for it again. We'll just send it away to the alternate side. We have seen Bowling Green, focusing on those heavy touches. Not a ton of possession for them. Just really trying to catch Pitt's defense off guard with those booming clears up towards the corner, trying to force a miss. Krieges sends it out. Ruby will have one touch. Cade next in line, trying to get one final opportunity. It's on target. Duke save over to Messi. Krieges looking to keep it alive. He does. Pitt might just be looking to kill it.
That they're going to do. Overtime. In game number 2, Pitt looking for a 2-0 lead. Bowling Green trying to equal up the series. Cade 1-on-1. The 50s lost, and Pitt's defense will hold the line.
And Grimmy trying to get it over to Krieges, but he was demoed there. And now Cade, another snap turn here. Messi and Ruby both go. Slight double commit there. Another miss. Krieges off the bump, looking to take advantage. Shot just missing. Grimmy's got no boost as third, still going up for the early challenge. A very aggressive look early on the offensive rotation.
Absolutely, but Pitt's defense has again kept them in situations in tight games where they've been able to come out on top in a lot of those situations, and hence why they've been so good this season. Well, not very many losses on their resume, and hence why they're a 6th seed compared to seasons in the past where they've been a lot lower.
Yeah, it has done them a lot of good, and they really have been seeming to move up and get better and better as time goes on. And this would be a big OT win here to go up 2-0 in the series. It'd keep a lot of momentum going forward. Krieges looking to take it away, though. Not a lot of boost remaining heading into the corner. Messi gets a piece of it. Cade half flips out. Again, just respecting that Pitt offense, not wanting to overextend. Grimmy, soft touch. Ruby gets a good first one, gets it over Cade. Krieges, one touch, will recover well. Messi can't rip it away, but Pitt, they'll stay on the offensive side for now.
Bowling Green now, they're trying to enter the Pitt zone here with a chance to strike as Ruby quickly will turn this one back to Bowling Green territory as Pitt's offense trying to set up shop again here in Orange territory.
Yeah, they're having trouble holding on to boost in the defensive end. That's part of the reason they're booming it out so much. That's a good shot from Grimmy, but a better save from Ruby, just narrowly in time, fakes that one, got the reset, speeds things up. The wave dash middle over to Duke, and Krieges is there to shut it down. A beautiful attempt from Ruby on the transition.
2 minutes so far, elapsed time in overtime, and still no winner here. We've had a couple of close calls to some longer overtimes last night. Maybe there's something start here for day 4 of the broadcast of the championships. Maybe have some longer overtimes again.
100% it might end here, though. Duke's got no boost to work with. Cade, the 50, Krieges is there, and that'll do it. Bowling Green will even the series up at 1 apiece.
2:15 and Cade's 50 sets up Krieges for an open net. Bowling Green able to level the series at 1.
Yeah, again, we did see Cade step up well late in that game. Of course, kind of that latter half the way through regulation really started seeing him fly, but you can see on the scorecard, Kriegis, what a performance again. 100% goal participation. Put 8 shots on target, almost matched the entirety of Pitt. Also picked up 5 saves. He was everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere. And now, going to a best of 5, both teams are already on the board. And what does Bowling Green have to continue to do to keep this upset hope alive?
I think controlling the ball a little bit more through that midfield. Again, talked about them booming, and I want to see them limit that. When I think they keep it a little bit closer to themselves, work their way into the offensive half with that possession. It forces Pitt to be a little bit more awkward, and you got to keep up the great saves like that. That's a great save from Grimmy. But going middle again, Hatarubi sends it up high. Grimmy on the transition. Duke should be back in time to deal. Chips it once, but it's up to Krieg as he wants a dunk. Hatarubi will escape.
4:30 to go here in Game 3. Pittsburgh trying to come back from the loss from Game 2 and respond with their win of their own here in Game 3 to get the Panthers a lead once more. But Bowling Green are poised for an upset. Drone is trying to make magic happen.
Yeah, they are indeed. I mean, we talked about it already. This is a team who definitely could do it, and that may have had a chance there as a big miss out in front, but again, you can see how much the Falcons are respecting Pitt. They're not expecting these kinds of misses and little mistakes. They're playing very cautious, very careful, and looking for another goal here. They'll find it. Cade off the pass from Krieg as it's the Falcons on the board first.
Cade finds his second of the tournament. 3:58 to go. The Falcons up by 1 in Game 3.
And nice put away there. Again, controlling that ball through the midfield, and Krieg just took the air dribble up top. It wasn't a goal, but it forced the defense into a really awkward spot, and then Cade was able to storm in and take advantage. Duke trying to do the same, but Cade there to boom it over to Grimmy. Messi one touch. Cade leaves it for Krieg as Messi goes for the bump. Krieg is backboard. Cade up for it. Didn't have enough boost to really get on top. Pitt will boom it across.
3.5 to go here in Game number 3 as Pitt a chance open target good for 1.
Yeah, and a good punish here, just keeping that momentum forward quickly on the transfer. Kriegis tried to control it, but a big 50 from Messi, and Grimmy just such a tough backboard read and not a lot of time. And Pitt will tie it up 1-1, 90 seconds gone, still staying relatively even.
Yeah, 3.5 to play here so far in Game 3. Bowling Green, though, had quite the start. Jonas, a pretty favorable start as well in this series. You're 1-1, 2 games in. Now you're level at 1 in Game 3. You have to like the start you've gotten if you're Bowling Green.
100%, but they gotta be a little bit more careful here as Cade not expecting the big 50 from Hatarubi. You can see him just slowly taking that cut. Wanted to play the 50, but Hatarubi just goes straight through him.
Another fast one here for Bowling Green. 3:14 to go. Their first goal of Game 3 is, again, this first swing game. They best of 7, so a 2-1 lead on the line for the winner.
Yeah, I mean, we've already shown that Bowling Green can fight back while being down a game, and if they're able to get back into it and secure this game, who knows what kind of spot they'll be in, who knows how Pitt will react. So it could be huge for the Falcons to try and take advantage. Obviously, just under 3 minutes left to go to at least find one more goal in regulation. That's very doable.
More than doable. More than half the game to go still. Is 2:45 on the clock currently. So again, you've got plenty of time to take a couple chances and try to put something away if you're Bowling Green. At Pittsburgh looking for one more to build themselves a nice cushion here in Game 3.
And you can see the level of control. They're just controlling the pace, controlling the possession, and Hatarubi will turn in another. He's got a hattie halfway through Game 3.
And Hatarubi going to find the hat trick in 2:28. And they talk about the new addition, too, from Messi. They get Messi out of the portal from a smaller school in Pittsburgh, and now he's back at the main campus, University of Pittsburgh University, I think is what it is, Jonas. But halftime, in Game 4, Messi's made a big addition to this team here.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, this team has looked absolutely incredible as they've been moving on up. And again, we've talked about we've talked about seeing them get better and better, and it really has kind of all led up to this tournament. We're going to see what kind of run they can go on. Obviously, it starts here with Bowling Green. If they win, they take on Northeastern. That'll be another tough one for them, and we'll see if they can make that run happen.
First, they got to get through Bowling Green. We're going to see if they can get 3 more games off the Falcons here to extend their season a week longer in the round of 32 to take on Northeastern in the second round of the East region.
Yeah, that'll most likely be a fun matchup. I would expect Duke. A couple nice touches off the backboard, but it will be swept away by Krieges. Messi speeding things up through the corner. Another good 50 there out of Ruby, trying to find his way through that corner, but Bowling Green locking it down well, even with low boost, still able to find their way out. But you know, Pitt, they're content as of this point. 75 seconds. They know they have a 2-goal lead to protect. They're not going to try and overextend too much.
Yeah, not at all. You know, out of the OG4 conferences in CCS, the ACC is the only one that has not had a repeat champion through 5 seasons.
Yeah, which does seem pretty crazy. I mean, we've seen it kind of go every which way since season 2.
Yeah, Florida State won it, then Syracuse won it, and then last season Miami won it. So now you've got Pitt winning it this time. So it's a difficult conference to really go in on the grand scheme of things. It's not seen as a high-end conference, but the competition itself is super close and exciting.
You think it's Virginia Tech next season?
I mean, they should have won it this season, but we can't talk. I don't think Virginia Tech's winning. I think Syracuse might win it next season with their new roster coming in.
That is a very fair assumption. We'll be on the lookout for how they do. That'll be a nice up and coming team for the Orange. I'm excited to see what they're able to do in CCS.
Yanka Baby and Lesser. I can't talk about who the new third is going to be, but I do know who it is. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with next season. But 3 seconds to go here. Pitt's going to lock up win number 2.
Yeah, ultimately just great control once they got themselves that lead. Hoda Ruby obviously going 3 for 4 with the hat trick, and Bowling Green just not quite able to really break through as much as they wanted. Pitt really set the pace in this one.
Really did. Again, Hoda Ruby a hat trick, and you get high production out of the technical captain on field. As Enchilada is not on the starting roster, he is the captain, but I guess in the field, their in-game leader is Hoda Ruby.
And, you know, just that big offensive output's obviously huge. Pittsburgh, you know, even though both these teams had the same shot count, Pitt a little bit more efficient on the defensive side, able to create more threatening looks with their offense, really breaking down that Falcons defense. And we'll see if that persists. Bowling Green answered well after the Game 1 loss. We'll see if they can do it again.
Yeah, Pitt's going to be at the CECC Texas. I'm going to get to meet these guys in person in a couple weeks. But Grimmy finds the burst for Bowling Green 3 seconds in to Game 4.
And that is a huge thing. Maybe you can talk to Hoda Ruby about that one as Grimmy just goes straight through him.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun to meet a team that's been a part of CCS for so long and supported the community for as long as they have. It'll be cool to see them. But, you know, again, it's fun to watch friends compete in the tournament. Jonas, we're pretty good friends at both these teams, and we respect the heck out of both of them, and it's going to be fun to watch what happens here down the stretch.
And Grimmy, unfortunately, will turn it. We'll have to let this one go. Just had no boost to work with. A solid shot downfield from Duke, and obviously Messi being there to create a little bit of extra pressure. A goal each in 13 seconds.
13 seconds in, both teams on the board, and what a start. It reminds you, yesterday we had like 6 goals in 45 seconds in one of those games last night.
Yeah, I don't actually remember which one now. Hoda Ruby, a misread off the post. That net was wide open and should have been 2-1. Now Grimmy will make it 2-1 the other way, getting shifty.
He was bobbing and weaving to the defense there and took it in full control, got beyond Duke. Good move there, catches Messi lacking. It's 2-1, the Falcons lead.
It's 2 great goals from Grimmy to open up this 4th game for Bowling Green. We'll see if he can keep that kind of offense up again, kind of lift the weight off Krieger's shoulders a little bit. Obviously, we saw Cade really look strong back in game number 2, and it's good to see the rest of this offense rounding out in this series. That's going to be a great turnaround for the Falcons.
It absolutely is, but again, still a long way to go. 4:20 to play in the clock, so it's been a long time to have to deal off defensively for Bowling Green as Pitt's trying to immediately answer back right here, and that they will do.
Yeah, Grimmy puts away a nice one on the other side of the field, and Messi will do it himself. A 1v3, got it over Cade, got it over Grimmy, and then the double just perfectly around Krieges. Back-to-back beauties from either side.
We've got 4 goals in just north of 50 seconds, so been a fast off bit to start here in Game 4.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, it is been a great battle, and I'm hoping to see it persist. Honestly, high scoring games, and you really see the offense. When you really see each offense run up to new heights, that's when it can get really exciting. Highlight after highlight. It can always be fun to see, but the defenses, it's always up to them to step up here. That's a nice stop there from K. Duke going middle off the dish. He's got it cleanly. Pitt take a lead.
Imagine we just made two 20-minute halves. How do you think that would change, like, the scoring?
Two 20-minute halves, like for the whole series?
Yeah.
That would be I think that would.
You play 20 minutes.
I think that would raise the scoring.
You play 20 minutes, you get a pause, and play 20 more minutes.
I think that would increase scoring exponentially, mostly just because I think
game. So, but like, where do you think numbers-wise that would be at?
I could see like an average being 5 goals a side, maybe 10. I don't know. That's a lot of minutes.
It kind of is a lot of minutes, but could be something fun to kind of have some fun with an off-season tournament, maybe.
Oh boy, I don't know if we get any signups for that. Yeah, here, you play 40 minutes almost straight. Good luck.
I mean, you get a middle, like a break in the middle at halftime.
Yeah. How long's the break?
That's a good question. I don't know.
We gotta format this. We gotta draw it up.
True, real. But back to the playing field here is Pitt and Bowling Green. 3-2, 2:50 left to play here in game number 4, where Bowling Green could level this series up yet again.
Yeah, Krieg is flying in. Duke, another good takeaway. Oh no, we just made this a whole discussion. I like Jesse's. I like 2 10-minute halves a little bit better than 20 minutes, because that's essentially playing 4 games straight, taking a break and playing another 4 games.
How long the rest of 7 is?
I mean, it's it would be technically like 8 full games in the in the tournament, or in one match. And
true.
I don't know. 4 we're getting down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
now.
that we really are. 2-minute warning in game number 4 here in the CCS Championships. East region continues as Hodery's trying for the double, couldn't put it away. There's the rebound, mark it good.
Yeah, Messi will get on the board again, and Hoderubi again just helping facilitate this offense. A big double there. Grimmy just nowhere to go. Krieg is stuck flat-footed as well, and Messi more than happy to take the open look.
Yeah, Jesse, I'm not sure Nation Row would last more than 5 minutes in a ones game. I might rage before the 5-minute clock is fully up, but 1:50 to go. Bowling Green leading by 2, trying to make that 3. Hoderubi connects.
And Pitt will extend even further, and Hoderubi on the board for the first time here in game number 4, and what a beauty it is.
Wait, did Nation Row tweet from Maine on accident?
What?
Wait, am I getting getting lied to? What did I tweet? I didn't tweet anything.
Oh boy,
that's insane hate. But
less than 2 minutes to go. Pitt, they have taken a commanding lead in this one. Their offense has just been unmatched.
Messi's got another one. 1:34 to go. Another hat trick for Messi.
Yeah, and I mean, just some good pressure here. The demo sweeping through a wide open net. Hoderubi looked like he wanted this steal, but ended up just kind of letting it go. And yeah, Pitt have really just taken a commanding start. They're shooting 60% as a team right now.
Yeah, Bowling Green just have completely let this game slip away from him. Messi wants one more. Couldn't deliver it there, but finds a huge bump. My goodness. Hoderubi trying to set up a teammate, but Kriegis will come away with the possession there. The Falcons trail by 4 with 1:18 to play.
And ultimately, obviously, we've seen Pitt's offense really take a step up. The defense from Bowling Green hasn't been able to adapt, but also we're seeing the rest of the offense from the Falcons really slow down. We saw 2 great early goals from Grimmy, but nothing else from Cade and Kriegis to speak of.
You know what I think it is, Jonas?
Tell me.
Pitt saw they were doubted by many. That this was marked as an upset to watch. They took it personal. They have come out in dominant fashion here.
That very well might be it. And I mean, they are really putting on a show here in this 4th game. They want to go up 3-1, and they're 40 seconds away from securing. And I don't know if there's anything Bowling Green can do at this point in this game, and they're most likely going to have to win 3 in a row.
They were doubted by 6 people, apparently. Jesse says that was almost an own goal, but score remains 6-2. Still in favor of Pittsburgh, and Messi's now trying to own goal there, but it's Ruby will punt that one away with 20 to play. Game 4 should come to a close. The Panthers a game away from their first ever tournament victory.
Yeah, and they gotta be feeling confident. I mean, obviously, you know, winning back-to-back games is one thing, but winning a game in this fashion, that's gonna do nothing but skyrocket your confidence. Messi, he'll pick up a fourth because, sure, go 4 for 5, kid.
2 seconds, ball up top, Messi. 2 seconds, and you know this is what they're looking for, Jonas. They're getting production out of the player they got out of the portal, and he's been a big addition. He's showing off big in a big way here in the tournament.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, again, if Pitt can keep up this level of offense, it's going to be very tough for them to be stopped, not only in this game, but maybe going to give Northeastern a run for their money.
I mean, Northeastern kind of struggled at the start of the Xavier series, so if Pitt can get off to a good start there, then, you know, maybe that one gets interesting.
100%. I think that's going to be the go-to thing for Pitt. I mean, they started off really fiery in game 1. Obviously, Bowling Green took game 2, and Pitt have kind of been leading it since then. But that game 1, it was a struggle for Northeastern. They looked a little bit rusty to start. They, of course, really locked it in after that. But Pitt, they might be able to try and exploit that.
Well, now if you're Bowling Green, what do you do? Down 3-1, your back's against the wall, your tournament life on the line, trying to not lose a second tournament game in a row, looking for 3 in a row to get your first win.
I mean, keeping a good mental is obviously one of the biggest and toughest things to try and do, and being down in a series like this, you know you need to win 3 in a row, but you got to know that it all starts with 1. You got to keep that speed up, keep that pressure up. You've seen that you've given Pitt too much room to work. They're still making a couple misreads on the defensive side. Just keep control, keep possession, find each other on the field, as we see Cade go to Kriegis there. Keep things close within yourself and just try and force those mistakes.
Well, it starts with winning game 5 first. They got to, you know, win this first one and build some momentum going into game 6 to play off of. But again, your offense it looks like it's going to have to score in a lot of different ways, because Pitt put up 7 goals last game, so they can't, you know, maintain a, you know, a 2 or 3 goal performance. It might not be enough to win.
Yeah, they're most likely going to need to do a lot in this one, and their defense has got to be able to answer more. Obviously, need to see their offense get heated up. I want to see Kriegis really take control as he did back in game number 2, but we'll have to see.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you win if you're Bowling Green, but in terms of actual on-field play, like, there's a lot you can change that you've done in the first 20 minutes now compared to the next 5 minutes trying to find a way to win this. That's a beautiful redirect, and that's just going to trickle in.
I mean, that's a great shot from Ruby from the midfield, but ultimately Bowling Green, their defense just collapsed. No one really waiting in the midfield, and, you know, both Grimmy and Cade, neither player had boost, and they just kind of have to let it go in.
3:36 to go. As the ACC and MAC both trying to get their first teams into the round of 32. As Clemson up next for the ACC later tonight, we'll see if they can make it too, assuming Pitt comes away with a win here, and Kriegis almost let that one also fall through, but Duke going to keep this one going.
Now swipes it over 2 and takes it past Cade. The 1v3 on the clean air. I mean, a great first touch. Second touch even better, and Cade just could not find a stop from that angle. Pitt look unstoppable, and Bowling Green, the defense is not what it needs to be.
Yeah, the defense is the biggest problem, but 3:18 to go. You're only down by 2, more than, again, half the game to go to deliver what Pitt did to you in the first half and deliver it back to them in the second half. But again, your offense has to be efficient down the stretch here.
Yeah, this is a good look from Cade. Messi will pick up the stop, that being the first shot that Bowling Green picked up of this game. Now Kriegis might have a look, reset attempt, didn't get it. Ruby is able to find the block. Grimmy throws it up. Cade backflips, might still have a look. Kriegis will be next in line, trying to play keep away from the defense. It drops right back down to Grimmy, but he's outsped, and Pitt take it the other way.
2:40 to play here. Ruby back to midfield, has no help though in front of the box, and the Bowling Green defense will come away unscathed that time. But the offense though has to turn up here soon, Jordan, to give them a chance to find within 1 with more than enough time to go.
Yeah, and we're just seeing Pitt keeping on some good pressure. And again, we've been seeing this in multiples of these games of them just really taking control, taking care of the ball, keeping it close, and just not letting Bowling Green have a lot of solid chances to themselves. Now Duke will just boom it away. Cade, soft touch, Hoda Ruby there, wide open net. He picks up another, and Bowling Green again just seem to be crumbling in their own half.
2:07 to go, and Hoda Ruby might have just put the nail in the coffin here in round one for Pittsburgh. At just north of 2 minutes to go, we'll see if Bowling Green can find a way to strike 3 times.
Yeah, there's still plenty of, there's still lots of time. 2 minutes for 3 goals is nowhere near unheard of, but having to bring it back is obviously easier said than done. But the biggest thing is, I mentioned in those early games, we're just seeing Bowling Green. They need to keep the ball a little bit closer here, Nation. We're just seeing them kind of giving it away time and time again. And Pitt, when they get that lead, they're more than happy to send it right back around or take possession themselves. And then there's just nothing the Falcons can do.
And not at all, but for now, Bowling Green need to find a way to score here. They got about 30 seconds a goal to find a way to strike 3 times in the last minute 30, Jonas, but it's not looking all the likely as Pitt's defense has held off entirely low, just 2 goals in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I don't know if BGSU are going to be able to do anything at this point. That's a big miss from Grimmy. Hoda Ruby flies in, hits the crossbar. Messi up next. He hits this one high as well. The defense, all 3 miss, as it will be turned around by Duke, still trying to pick up that 4th. Big challenge. 1 back the other way. Hoda Ruby already there off the corner. Kriegas should have a clear. That he does, but the Panthers still able to hold Kriegas. Looking for Cade, but Messi is still on it. Pitt, they are just not letting this thing go one bit.
Yeah, Messi's been so fast in the midfield, reading these touches by Bowling Green, and it's a double miss in front of the goal line. Hoda Ruby to end it. There's a 4th.
Oh, no.
44 seconds. They've got 11 seconds of goal.
No, that's got to be it at this point. You cannot have that happen. The double whiff right out in front and gives Hoda Ruby the hat trick here in game number 5, and that one just being sealed up easily for Pitt. There's still a miracle potential here, but ultimately Bowling Green, this is not the kind of performance you want to show in the tournament. And we've always said that you have that one-off night and things will come crumbling down quick in this tournament, and that's exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, Bowling Green's going to need a quick 2-0, maybe even now 3-0 run to get within 1, a couple seconds left, but it's not looking like, oh my goodness, dude, that's really disgusting. Puts Hoda Ruby in a 1-on-1 here. The offense just continues to cook, and there's goal number 5.
Yeah, again, we saw Messi add on some late a couple of games ago. Why not add on another? Hoda Ruby off the ceiling. Messi was pre-jump drops all the way down and just sends it through. And this Pitt offense is looking unstoppable.
Jonas, they've scored 12 goals in the last 9:44 of gameplay.
Oh, jeez. You think Pross is going to start to care a little now?
Well, now you prepare for Pitt if you're Northeastern and have to find a way to shut down Messi, as he's clearly been a demon so far.
All 3 of these players for Pitt have been doing great work. We've seen Hoda Ruby's offense really look incredible. As they're just gonna pick up another for old time's sake. 6-0 shutout in the final game of the series. What a win for Pitt. Bowling Green, they're done in round 1.
13 goals in the last 10 minutes, Jonas, for this Pittsburgh offense. And now you go in the next round of the tournament playing Northeastern, hoping for the same result.
If they're able to keep that level of offense up, they very well might. We've seen Northeastern, we've seen them struggle at times facing that pressure, and if Pitt are able to get that offense going right from the get-go, right in game number 1, they definitely have a chance.
Definitely a chance. I agree. I think they put on that full display tonight. Big dominant win over Bowling Green. The 6th seed will move on to play 3-seed Northeastern. That's going to be a game to watch next Friday.
Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on it. I have a lot of respect for those Northeastern boys, but if Pitt, again, if they're able to bring this caliber of play into round 2, we might be seeing them around 3 and beyond.
If Pitt can knock off Northeastern, then it's likely UConn Rutgers, or probably UConn Rutgers, assuming that Bradford might not be able to escape a second time in a row if they get another hole again. So how does Pitt's odds fare now if they get past Northeastern on Friday?
if they get past Northeastern, I would put them in the final 8 versus Drexel. I mean, I really do think they would be in that East Region championship. If they get past Northeastern, you got Radford, you got UConn, you got Rutgers. I would expect UConn to come out of that. Rutgers, they look really shaky versus Quinnipiac. Still got the W, but they looked really, really shaky. I would expect UConn or Rutgers to one of those teams to pop off versus once another, take out Radford, and then if Pitt's able to keep up this level of play, they're going to be going far.
We'll have to wait and see. We're going to go to break. When we come back, number 3 Cincinnati takes on 14 seed UMBC after the break.